Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Steve Herman, and if you're interested in mediumship training, mediumship development, you've come to the right place. I'm the author of Mediumship Mastery, The Ultimate Guide, and Mediumship Mastery 2, Advanced Techniques That Work, both available on Amazon. I'm really into the teaching aspect of mediumship, and I try to produce videos that will help give some inspiration and some ideas or pointers to people who are involved in mediumship, whether you're novice or you're very experienced. I really want to help you to be able to grow. So if you haven't already, smack that subscribe button below and subscribe. Don't be too opinionated when it comes to mediumship. Don't think that your way is the best. This is a real problem, and ever since I got involved in mediumship, in a formal sense at least, because I was into mediumship for a long time before I started going to spiritualist churches, sitting in classes, what to speak of being certified as a spiritualist medium and teaching a lot of classes. And one of the things I noticed is the amount of dogma, the amount of rigidity that sometimes takes place. I know the way that mediumship should be. Mediumship is this. You're doing it the wrong way. That mediumship was a bunch of bunk. So what can happen sometimes is, because it does certainly when we work with mediumship, it's really important to have discipline over what you're doing, and obviously along with that, to have discipline over yourself. Consequently, we see many people who are involved in spiritualism have very strong egos. They're very strong as individuals, and they get a lot done. They're very forceful, right? They can connect to the spirit world, and the spirit world can use that type of personality. They can develop someone like that very well. However, the drawback to that is sometimes people can be a little bit too rigid. So we want to question things. We want to be well-rounded. We want to read intellectually, study as much as possible we can. Not just in spiritualism, not just dealing with spirit communications, but we want to become as broad-minded as possible, right? Progressive in our minds, liberal in our thinking, right? Free thought. We don't want to be too rigid. We always want to be open to new ideas. And when it comes to mediumship, there's not one right way to work, is there? There's a lot of different ways. And oftentimes it depends on the context. You go to the Philippines. Well, how do they run a spiritualist center there? How do the mediums work? If we go to different countries, different regions, we see there's differences. It's not about better or worse necessarily. And if you go to these different places, you go to certain places in Europe, maybe you go to the UK, you go to even different parts of the United States, you go to South America, been all over the world working and teaching. And there's different ways in which the spirit world will express themselves. But people can get very, very, very inflexible with their thinking. My way is the best. I know one of my good friends, she's a very prominent medium in the UK, and she started training at the Arthur Findlay Psychic College many years ago. All of the tutors who she worked with, you don't want to go to America, the United States. They don't know anything about mediumship. And this is what she was told. So when she went to the United States the first time, she's been here many times to work, she just thought, oh my God, all those people, they just probably are completely backward with mediumship, don't have any skill, no proficiency, they don't know what they're doing. Because of course she knew what she was doing was the best. And she went there and she found that so much of what was presented, very strongly presented, which was the opinion of these people who were tutors, was just not the way it was. She's very actually flexible with her mind, which is a good thing. And that's the kind of mind the spirit wants to work with. Yeah, the forcefulness, the strong will is important, but the flexibility. So we may think we know something a certain way, and yet we want to be open to other ways of looking at things. Always question. Question authority, question teachings, ask questions. Test the spirit. Test the mediums. Don't just blindly adhere to dogma. Don't just believe in whatever's being spoon-fed to you. You have a mind. God gives us intelligence and discernment. Utilize that. There's not one right way to work with mediumship. And when we think about the world of spirit, We have different opinions from different people in the spirit world. And certainly, as you explore, as you investigate, and develop and cultivate and work with your mediumship, if you're really working at things, you're going to find yourself evolving and expanding. And that's the most important thing. What do you think? Please, put down your comments if you have questions about any of this. Please get hold of me. I run a lot of programs on mediumship, teaching, weekends, courses online and offline all over the place. I've got my books. I do one-on-one mentoring. I'm really into helping people with their mediumship. The more that mediums can connect with each other and share, the more individually and collectively we can grow to be stronger channels for God's light to work through. So thanks so much for watching this video. Smack that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.